Well, good day there, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Traplines and Inlines. It's a beautiful evening here, really beautiful. We've been working in the heat all day and we're still working on our logs here. This is already part 9, friends, if you're new here, of our series we're doing on the complete process of my log home build here. In the last video, guys, we reached the halfway point of the walls, 5 rounds out of 10. And friends, it's hard for even me to kind of imagine the scale of this thing, and I'm out here because this is what 5 rounds looks like, and it's really hard to picture this thing being twice this high. It's really gonna be big. It really is gonna be big. In this one, we're really gonna have to step up the builds. We're building to new heights. We're taking the build to a whole nother level. This thing is getting high, and it's starting to get high at a decent rate because I'm getting a lot better at doing this as we go up. But friends, we're gonna face a lot of new challenges working at new heights on this build. A lot of the things we're doing are gonna have to be done differently, but that's all okay. We're taking it in stride and we're giving her to get her done here. Let's get right at her. So it's really starting to look like a house here. It's really starting to take shape and a lot of character as the walls get quite a bit higher. And we're getting into windows here now, so the shape of this thing is really starting to come together. There is quite a few windows in the sides and whatnot, but there's a lot of log. It's still a very prominent log house, except for when we get up here in the front and it's just wide open. We got a patio door here and 2 6x5 windows, and we got 2 double windows coming in over here. And that's what I'm working at here right now, is doing these short little walls. They're only about 7 foot long that then go into the huge opening. These are looking just super good. I changed my underscribe amount, so now there's less to come down. Here, there's a smaller gap. You can see it's smaller. And of course, friends, right, it's not so that this fits good, it's that so that our notch will still fit good when it dries. It's why we do that. Just getting some pieces for my snowball. This one's exactly the right size. Oh, beauty. doesn't get old. Well, friends, it's a beautiful morning here. It seems like every morning is a beautiful morning. I don't really care if it's windy. I care a little bit if it's rainy because I can't scribe, but pretty well whatever the weather, if I'm able to come out here and build my dream house and share it with friends, life is pretty deadly. And I really want to be able to share that passion I have to get up in the morning, because today is so exciting and tomorrow is gonna be so exciting too. Like, there's just so many good things happening and to look forward to, but there's also so many stresses, you know, like all these logs, I don't like it. They're a biodegradable material. I don't want them rained on. I don't want the sun. I'm trying to get the roof on these things as fast as possible. Well, that's an immense process, you know. The quicker I get the roof on, the more ideal the material is gonna be. See, friends, so far, me and you guys went out into the bush and cut all the trees, and we cut them in the winter and we peeled them as soon as we could. Like, these logs, we're trying to keep them and handle them in the best circumstance. And right now they're looking beautiful. They're really nice. The longer we have them sitting outside or in the piles, getting rained in the cracks and mildew and this and that, the worse off they are. So we're really actually in a rush. But to see my dream home come together with every log, it's incredible. Oh, I really have been finding, out of all the things I've done, that I got something that excites me so damn much. Like, I just want to learn everything about it. It's not just this build. I'm already thinking about the next one. I'm already thinking about, you know, like, I want to learn everything there is to learn about it, because, you know, I got a notion this ain't gonna be the last one we do. And it's so exciting to have something like that in your life. And friends, I hope you can find something like that in your life. You know, like, you get something you just get up and you love to do, and everything's a lot easier in life, I think. And you know, I think it's one of the most important things in life. If you can have a lot of things in life, but if you don't have something to do that you love and something to look forward to, yeah, I don't know. This is a nice log. It's pretty damn straight. You can make it work. Here's what's always crazy, is it always tapers off so damn much of it seems right at the end. You wouldn't believe it. From here, you measure 2 foot down to here, it's tapered off an inch. A whole inch, my notch is gonna be bigger in 2 pieces. So we got this beauty lined up, perfect, scribed. It's getting better all the time. It's getting quicker, it's getting more precise. Now we get on the chainsaws, cut them, bring them down. Walls are getting higher all the time. Every day they're higher. What a treat. Better way to end the day at 9 o'clock at night and go and have some supper and drop a log down, boys. It's the best. Beauty day. Fucking right. Beauty day to carve out some notches, I tell ya. Forget about that for now. bit of discoloration starting to happen on these logs. I hate it, but just remember, friends, we're gonna polish it up so damn nice. I love that it's closer now off the start. It shows, oh, it looks nicer, a lot nicer on the video. This looks nice in here. Really good, guys, really good. And we're getting straighter all the time. It'll be easy to put a log over top of this one because we left it so nice and straight. Because we got short walls here and in the middle, we can really rip through them, and I can do the back wall pretty quick at this point. Now, what I've been realizing, friends, is I've been spending all my time on these long walls. I really made an effort here to leave these walls in a way that we could do them a lot quicker moving forward, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get the 6th round done here in absolutely fucking record time. I got so many damn logs out here, and they all need to be looked after. So here are a few of the logs I'm trying to use up. That one there, this one here. It's fairly crooked. I got a straight section for the middle, and then I just need 2 shorter pieces off the end. We'll do the south wall here. Get right at her. We're all cut up and looking damn good here. 3 really straight pieces out of a crooked log, but it's a nice big one. Well, friends, this is one of my big processes, you know, like I got 3 different pieces here. They all gotta come down different amounts, you know. This is the butt end of the log. It's got to come down a lot more than the middle. That's only sitting on 5 inches of wood. The tip's sitting on even less. And I got to make this whole top of this log look like one log, right? They can't all be at different heights. So I spend a lot of time out here leveling and figuring out what height my saddles need to be to, how I'm going to scribe it. Right now I'm high in the ends. Well, I got to accommodate for that. It's tedious anyway. There's no doubt about it. Well, friends, by the time I'm here at this point, breaking out the scribers, I am relieved. I'm so fucking relieved. Because that really means the hard part is over. Scribing is easy. I cut in my sleep, you know. I love running the chainsaws, doing the sanding, all that stuff. The hardest part, especially because of this really long wall, is picking the log, getting it just to work. Just getting it to work so you can scribe it, which way it's got to sit. So fussy and tedious to get to this point where it's like, okay, if I scribe them all, they're going to be perfect. It's really fussy. I couldn't even tell you. I've got so many hours into this log, and now it's ready to come down. It's a great feeling. Well, I tell you, friends, it's a gorgeous, beautiful morning. It's not too hot. When the logs are ready to cut, yeah, it's a good way to wake up. Now, throughout this series, friends, and when I'm filming for you guys, I'm always trying to think of how to do the best job of that, right? I want to make this better for you to watch. You know, I always wondered with my videos how I can make the best videos for you guys to watch. Now, one of the things is I want to make them exciting, you know, and impactful and big, and like I want to show the exciting shit, and I want to leave out the boring shit. Now, that being said, I do like little pieces of information, kind of give you an idea what I'm doing, but I'm not going to make it a boring how-to video. There's an ant on the screen, you little prick. But what I'm realizing is a lot of the questions you guys have, a lot of you have the same question. But why don't I answer all your guys' questions, the big ones that get answered all the time, on the video, and answer them for everybody. So on my last video, I put a comment on there. I said, hey guys, ask me your questions, the ones that come up all the time. I'll make an effort to answer them for everybody. Then it's here in the series for everybody to know, and we'll have some fun with it here, friends, okay? That will be deadly. It's my pleasure to answer them. I don't want to get answered too many and then end up talking the whole video, because that's my damn problem. Okay, Jason is wondering, I don't know how it goes about saying these guys' names either. You guys might not like that, you might not mind, but so maybe I just won't. Wondering when I expect to be done the build, and he's open. I have the outside and roof all sealed up before snow flies. Good question, really good question. Honest to God, I have no idea. Like, I'm at a point where the work is so seemingly endless, I can't even begin to construct a timeline. Like, man, this thing, it's just the scale of it, right? And I'm trying to do everything right, but even these rounds of logs are taking me so long. We're gonna have to build the walls, we'll build the roof, we'll take the logs apart, the roof will probably be built on the ground. Gotta do the foundation, power, water, sewer, yeah, I guess all before you even start digging, and then to set the roof up. There's so many processes there that take a lot of time just for me to learn and to like analyze. Like finding power is going to be a big problem, water, and then I got to learn how to do a lot of these new things. Like I got to learn to do the digging and to do what kind of foundation I want and this and that. And the exact details, oh God, no. Definitely not before the snow flies. We'll be working in the winter indefinitely. It's a better question, how many winters? But I'm at it every day. It adds up quick when you're at it every day, no matter how slow it is. What kind of building permits and regulations you have to adhere to? It's pretty standard building code here. I think we just follow the but being where I am, there's not heavy snow loads, and there's not seismic like earthquake shit, right? But this log house, like, it's exceptionally exceeds any structural standard. These walls are multitudes, absolutely multitudes of what is necessary. Another good question, are you building the foundation basement on the property where you are building the cabin? I think you mean where this is and not my other cabin. The luxury is with this thing being a shell and can take apart is you can put it anywhere, so I won't put that in stone just yet, because the options are open. Do you plan on keeping bush camp where it is for outpost for trapping in the future? Another good question. And there's another question I get a lot that goes with that. Yeah, I'm just leaving it there. I didn't end up moving it, just a risk-reward thing. I've been up there a couple times. It's good to have it there. I like it there. It's a nice place to go. I haven't went there too often. I will leave it there, and we'll play it by ear what we do with it. We might go up there and do some filming and shoot the shit up there. You know, it's fun. But yeah, it's gonna stay there. And then I get a lot of questions about why I don't stay at bush camp and drive here. Well, because it's pretty far away. Like, I think a lot of people get the idea that they're kind of close, but they're not. So that's why I'm in the camper, living in the camper. There's no better place for me to be than 20 steps away from my massive project. You know, driving 30 minutes every day when you're working every day for a year or two or however long, it just adds up to way too many logs that could have been on the wall, way too much money, way too much breakdowns too, driving through the bush.
So one of the biggest ones I always get is why I say we all the time instead of I. Well, I don't know. I've been thinking about that. It started off because it was me and Cougar all the time, my dog, eh? And it was me and him. So obviously it was a we ordeal. Well, now he passed and I kind of kept saying it. I think the biggest thing is it feels very selfish of me to say I all the time when I'm talking to 70,000 people. So it's kind of like we, like you guys are coming along in such a way, it's like we are out in the bush, you know, like we are building log home, like everyone's watching. That's the biggest thing. The next one I really am everyone asks me if I plan to get another dog. I really want one. That's a really good question. I've been thinking about it for a long time. And I really want one. It's a lot of time has passed since my old boy has died. And the problem I have though, friends, is it would not be fair to a dog to bring him out here and have him in this environment. Because I'm building all day, I'm working with logs. They don't like the chainsaws, but it's kind of a dangerous place, especially for a pup. And I don't think you would quite get the attention it deserves, especially, and it's dangerous. I'm not sure if it would be good for a dog or a young dog to be in the log building yard just yet. But always thinking about that. This is a good question. Those ones I get all the time. So it's good to answer. My phone does this thing where it doesn't work. There's so many really nice comments on here, friends, when I go through them, and there's 500 comments on this last video. I really appreciate that. It's really nice of you guys. It's always, you know, fuck. Jeez, you guys are nice. So many questions about the deadly stuff. That's really awesome. I really like that you guys like what I put out. That deadly stuff was gone like this. It was pretty cool. Now, everyone's been asking me, I get lots of messages on the store and everything. Haven't known when I'm gonna put more deadly stuff out. I didn't want to take time away from my build just yet, but I actually sat down one day and got a ton, a couple days, got a ton of them made. And then they're gonna be ready here right now, is all the deadly stuff will be back in stock. Now I know a lot of everything is out of stock too. A lot of the other shirts and stuff. I'll try and find some time to do that too. Like I go through this and there's so many nice comments, friends, and like I said in the last one, there's so many people here that have been here for so long. This comment, Robin, is super nice. Thank you very much. Like, geez, I really appreciate that. This is a really good comment, and I want to share it with you, friends. Always remember, it's only a stupid mistake if you keep repeating it. If you learn from it, it's very valuable. Lots of people are so afraid of making mistakes they do and accomplish nothing. Besides, youth is the very best time to take risks and learn from them. Keep on chugging along. That's a good one. I agree. To my young friends out there. Can we get a video once a week like the old days? I wish. It takes me so long to do the work that's in my videos is the problem. I work on my videos every day. Every single day. The problem is I try and do a certain amount of logs in the video and it takes me so long. It's my job to answer your questions and provide you with stuff that makes sense, and quite often I leave things out unknowingly and then you ask me about them and then I can help you follow along. So keep asking them and I'll keep answering them. If you like this short little segment in the video, I'll keep doing it. Yeah, feel free, ask as many as you can. Sometimes it just gets a little hung up like this, and then sometimes I just got a little hammer.
Beautiful. Yeah, we really got this straightened out nice. Looking good. I was high up here, I've been working to lower it. I really like how the big window here looks, especially with this big sill log. It's looking pretty level there too, I really like that. And they're just lining up so damn good, friends. Notches are looking so good too. Like, look at this. It takes me so long. Like, I'm so terribly slow at doing all this. Like, you wouldn't even believe it. See, as of right now, lots of things are not polished. I got a lot of nuts to sand, cambium to clean up. All the ends need trimmed flush, the windows trimmed, the sills cut out. It's very unpolished, right? Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to polish it now. It's gonna need polish later. It doesn't make sense to cut the ends off now because then they'll crack and we gotta wax them. It makes sense to do it at that time when it's time to refine it, probably once the roof is on. So it's kind of unpolished and a little bit of a rough stage, but this is the closest I can show you as to what this house is gonna look like. Imagine it 4 rounds higher too. Jeez, big roof. Oh man, it's gonna be something. I can't wait. You know, you figure most people would cook for, you know, taste. Me, I cook for speed, efficiency. It's middle of the day. We gotta get back to work. We need something fry up quick, get back to work. We're trying to make all the little seconds of the day add up to something. Pack of sausages, frying pan, fry, bread, done. That's it. That's all there is to it. When I walked through the grocery store, I'm like, what here is quick, you know, like I don't got no time to be chopping vegetables. I buy them pre-chopped. On sale too. It's been in the camper, you know, with the generator I got endless power because it's running and charging things all the time, but water is an issue. Now, I got this huge 1,000-gallon water tank that it actually came with my trailer when I got it. My idea was to hook a hose and gravity feed it right into the camper. Hey, that's endless water supply, never have to worry about it, right? Awesome. But it's so hard to keep these tanks clean. They fill with shit, and then I was worried about that getting into the camper. So I put this filter on here. Well, with the filter on there, it doesn't really gravity feed. Truth is, it barely drips out. I don't know, it's barely coming out of there now. What I'll do is I'll put a transfer pump on here, a little one, run it off power, and then pump the water straight in with the hose. It'll be so awesome. So I was out here the one day and I was just staring at this thing and it's barely dribbling out of here, and I'm like, God, this is painful. Whatever the reason though, that day I was just feeling philosophical as fuck. And I start thinking about this thing, eh? Like, it's just barely dribbling out of there. It's such an insignificant amount. It takes so long to do anything with it. But what a metaphor, because as slow as this is, it's so constant. If you were to leave this open and day in and day out, it would drip out like that. Eventually you'd have 10,000 gallons of water. Something so small consistently equals something so huge. And here I am on my build, right? And some days it's like, well, you wouldn't know I got anything done. Like, it's such a small amount, but over time, consistently, every day, it can amount to something huge. And I'm already starting to see that. It's so synonymous with what I'm doing here. It's so slow day by day. Each log is so long, but eventually something small over and over again consistently equals something massive. And that's what we're doing here, friends. It's a huge project. It's seemingly endless. It's unbelievable. And we're just trying to get it done at about that rate every single day, all day. This is brown rot and this is no good.
I don't like making firewood out of my nice logs, but sometimes you just keep chasing it up the tree. It's just still there, and all of a sudden it's not a log anymore. She looks pretty good. Gotta get on the ladder, she's a little heavy. She's just a beauty. Not only is that the last log on the wall, it's the last log of the 6th round, and this thing is just looking deadly. Like, it's too deadly, guys. Like, it really, it's getting to be like unbelievably deadly. Like, fuck. I think this corner just looks so good. The logs are starting to look so powerful now that they're stacked up, and we got these crazy flyways going every which way. I think this looks so damn good in the back here. Oh my God, that's nice. This log had a ton of flare and I wanted it in here. I love putting that in here. I think it looks so good. Jeez, man. So 6 rounds done, guys. This thing is high and it's fucking beautiful. So yeah, beauty morning. This is an ultra, this camera shoots super wide, and I think it's been doing this in my videos forever. I brought my mom out here to show her the progress, and one of the first things she said was how much bigger it is in real life than it is on camera. And I'm kind of starting to believe that to be true now that I think of it, because I look at it all the time, right? And I just equate it to that when I see it in the video. But fuck yeah, it's huge, it's massive. On to the next one. Long day, it's already past supper time. We're just getting started. We got a lot to do here yet. Oh my fuck, does it ever get old? It doesn't get old. It's just too good, guys. Looking good, guys, looking real good. I tell you though, guys, it's just about dark here. The days are getting so much shorter in a hurry. It's almost even starting to feel like fall winter here. They're getting so short so quick. Temperatures really starting to drop off at night here. So every day a guy's gotta just kick his ass even more, at his own ass, you know. Every day we got work to do. A lot of these nights are getting cold enough, especially when it's rainy and shitty. I run the furnace and I still gotta go into town here, God's sake. Because I got all these groceries, I gotta cook and make coffee in the morning. But you know, there just ain't no damn way we're doing that in the prime of the day. It's gotta be here later. We got just way too much shit to do. Beauty. Well, it's plus 30 and round 7's going strong, friends. It sure is.
fighting through the extreme heat and, you know, trouble. I had trouble in the front. I started again. I did not like it. Had trouble in the back with the log I was using. See, this is really the whole new height of this thing though. It's getting to be stupid high. And I can't see what's going on top, you know, like even just making adjustments, and I'm up and down the ladder. Luckily I can hop up here, but to see on top of this thing, I need ladders in all different kinds of places. I'm moving them around all the time. Bought another one just for have on each end of the log, you know, because I got to make all these adjustments. I got to get up on a ladder. I like to see the top of it. Well, I got to get up high to do that, and then I hop down the ladder, move over there, hop up another ladder and bump it, and then come back here, sight it again. Or like here, I want to look down it like a gun barrel, eh? So a lot of climbing. I bought this ladder even though it wasn't gonna last me too long. It's just so light. God, but like for 65 bucks, it saves me that in time, easy. Well, friends, you look at this house, man, and it's just fucking awesome, and there ain't no other way I can put that. It's going so damn good. This was the fastest I've ever put a log on the wall, and it's getting better every time. And to see all the hard work, all the sacrifice, all the long days, all the tough lessons come together is the most beautiful experience. And to share with friends who like the videos, that appreciate it, man, it just makes it really makes everything just so worth it. Now, this house, like, we're damn near at like what you would call the normal height. So we are taking it a step further, but pretty quick we're gonna have your regular log house built. And that's pretty cool too when you think about it that way. Now, the one thing here has really been killing me with these logs is how they're turning color, and it looks very unpolished, and I hate that for how it looks in the video, because you can see they started to fade. Well, I used to peel them again, the whole log again, to get them to look nice. Like, see, some of these are still staying nice, but I was doing that, and then I noticed the mildew was coming back on them again, and that's not a problem. When it comes time to polish it and wash it, we'll have this thing shining. But you can see, like on this one, it's starting to look patchy and discolored, but we're gonna polish this whole thing up to look perfectly uniform and just like beautiful wood. And I really hate that it shows in the video like this, but believe me, this thing is gonna look damn good when it's done. Like, if you look at the south side of this house where the sun hits it, it gives the best representation of how it'll look when it's finished. But we are getting up, friends, coming up here, we're working on the most important logs in the house, because we're getting above the windows. We're going to tie all the corners together, and we're working on eye level logs. Like, no one is ever going to be like, Oh fuck, you made a little mistake right there. Would you just look at that? You're gonna be up here. Look in these ones, dead on. So it's the most important because we're working on the ones where everyone is gonna see, and the structural factor of tying all these corners together above the walls, it's gonna be really tricky, and we're gonna be doing that in the next video. And if we pull that off, fuck, we're really looking good on the build here, guys. So sorry for the delay again. It just takes me so long to make them, but I hope you enjoyed watching, friends. We'll catch you on the next one. Hope everybody's doing just great.